COVID-19 is awful. Climate change could be worse. Bill Gates expressed his concern on this ongoing global climate crisis in one of his recent blogs, which I believe is quite worth reading. In this project, we will focus on the status quo of global climate change and explore the influence of human activities, including greenhouse gas emission and energy consumption. We mainly used Vue.js framework and Vuetify UI library to build this page, and many used D3 to visualize the data from these sources. All can be downloaded from Kaggle. Since the Industrial Revolution, Earth's climate has been changing real fast. As is shown in this line chart, the average global absolute sea level has been increasing significantly in the past 2 centuries. As the trend goes, it is estimated that by the end of this century, the ocean surface will further increase by 1.5 meters on average. If that's the case, countries like Bangladesh will lose most of its land. Many cosmopolitan cities, including London, New York, and Shanghai, are also threatened. From this map, it's evident that the United States and China are the top 2 countries in average emission of greenhouse gases in 2017. Following are Russia and India. Meanwhile, the concentration of carbon dioxide and nitrogen dioxide in atmosphere keeps growing. We further narrow our sights on US energy consumptions in different states. This bar chart represents the total energy consumption of each state in 2014. Basic filtering and sorting functions can be done with these checkboxes. Plus, if we hover the mouse over bars, we can see details of energy proportions for each state. From geographical data in Mapbox, it's seen that California plays a leading role in utilizing new types of energy resources, including geothermal energy and bioenergy. While in terms of traditional energy resources, such as fossil fuels, Texas makes up a large proportion. We can also compare with GDP by clicking the button in here. It's seen that in 2014, states with a high GDP usually consumes more energy. So this is our project of USC DSCI 554. We are Team WPM. Team members include Wenqiang, Ruohan, Xiaolu, and me. One of the highlights of our app is that it supports multiple languages. Just click the button in here, and we can switch between English and Chinese versions. On top of that, most of our pages and charts are responsive and interactive. To conclude, Climate crisis is perhaps the greatest threat to human beings in the 21st century. Fighting against it requires efforts of all nations on this planet. If we learn the lessons of COVID-19, we can approach this climate challenge more informed about the consequences of inaction and more prepared to save lives and prevent the worst possible outcome.